All right, everyone, this is 6.1 extra practice number 3. If you notice, your first seven questions are all the same. They ask you to find the sum of the interior angles. They ask you to find the measure of each interior angle. Then they ask you to find the measure of each exterior angle. Sum of the interiors, each interior, each exterior. Okay, so these are the same formulas we've been using. First thing they're going to ask is to name the polygon. Well, this has 1, 2, 3 sides. So if the number of sides is equal to 3, this has to be a triangle. Okay. To find the sum of the interior angles, the formula we're going to use is n minus 2 times 180. Okay. So in this case, n is 3 minus 2 times 180. Which is really 1 times 180, which is equal to 180 degrees. Okay? Now it says find the measure of each interior angle. Well, I'm going to take my answer from the last question, which is 180 degrees, and we're going to divide it by n, right? In this case, n is 3. 180 divided by 3 is 60 degrees. Last, you're going to find the measure of each exterior angle. The formula for that is 360 divided by n. So in this case, we have 360 divided by 3, which is 120 degrees. Okay, so you're going to use these 3 formulas, 1, 2, and then technically your formula for the interiors is n minus 2 times 180 all over n, okay? That's your formula for this part. But if you notice, right, n minus 2 times 180 is your formula for the first one, okay? Which is why I just took our answer, 180, and divided it by n instead. Okay, so let's walk through one more, and then I'll let you guys work on your own. Find the sum of the interior angles. Well, the first thing we need to do is name. I see 4 sides. N must be equal to 4. This is a quadrilateral. Okay, the sum of the interiors is n minus 2 times 180. In this case, n is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2, and 2 times 180 is 360 degrees. Now I'm going to take my 360 and divide it by n, the number of sides. 360 divided by n, which is 4. Okay, if we type in 360 divided by 4 in our calculators, we get 90 degrees. And if you notice, the measure of each exterior is the same, 360 divided by n, which we just found to be 90 degrees. Okay, you're going to continue with this for the next 5. Even more, actually, the next 7. Okay. And to find the value of each variable on your very last page, what we need to do is we need to determine the number of sides. I see 7 sides, so n is equal to 7. Now, I need to find the sum of the interior angles, which is n minus 2 times 180, which is really 7 minus 2 times 180, and 7 minus 2 is 5 times 180, okay? 5 times 180 in your calculator. 5 times 180 gives you 900 degrees. Okay, so now that I have my work showing me the interior, we can add them all up. We have 1x, which we do not know. And then I'm going to add up all of these values in my calculator. Okay, so we get x plus. If I add up 125 plus 135 plus 130 plus 129 plus 116 plus 120, we get 755. Okay, so 755 is all of those highlighted yellow angles added up together. And that needs to equal, we just found 900 degrees. I'm going to subtract 755 from both sides. My 755s cancel, and x is equal to 900 minus 755, which is 145 degrees. Okay, so now instead, when you go to solve this one, I see 5 sides, so n must be equal to 5. So when you set up your equation here, make sure you put in 5 for n. Okay? All right, good luck. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. The last thing I want to point out to you is when you have a 20gon or an icosagon, your n is equal to 20. And when you have a 100gon or a hectagon, n is equal to 100. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to submit and make sure you check in for